Well, hey everyone. Good morning. How's it going? Today is Monday. It is July 7th. It is early in the morning. I actually did not do my shipping video last night, so I wanted to get it out today. And I thought, well, we'll see if any other orders come through. It was a slow week for me. Slow weekend. I only had four sales. So these are the 4 sales that sold on Saturday and Sunday. And then I'll give you the totals of the entire week at the end of the video. So I am just getting up and around and hadn't even really got my day started. So, okay. So I should have made more room before I started this video, but here I am. Okay, these are Adidas Climacool padded compression girdle, men's size small, black. They're just kind of like the football girdle. I received an offer on these for $10 and I accepted. I do not have a cost of goods because I have had them that long. So I was ready to see these go. And they will not fit in my little Ziploc baggies, so I'm just kind of trying to tightly wrap them here just to keep them covered on shipping, even though I have a hole inside of it. So small sale, definitely, but it is an older item, so I am glad to see it go. Usually I do pretty good with the girdles. It just, for whatever reason, maybe because it was a small, but you know, there's a lot of boys that wear men's large or men's small. So I don't know. It definitely sat for a while. So I am just happy to see it go. And my net profit is $8.71 on this. So put my little thank you sticker on it, and then it will fit in this 10 by 13 because I need to make sure I have the right label. I double checked that it would. Oh man, there we go. It was kind of a bummer weekend, but it was 4th of July weekend, so I wasn't expecting it to be super busy. So hopefully we'll see a little pickup in sales this week. People getting back to their grind and their normal routines after the 4th of July weekend. So this is going out in a 10 by 13. And then this is an eBay sale also. And it's going out in a 10 by 13. Okay, so this is an old item as well. This is a Chico shirt. This goes to show you that ending and selling similar works. So this is an old item. I don't have a cost of goods on it because it is old. It's been sitting in my inventory for a while. Chico's, it's a size large. So this is a Chico chambray sleeveless button-up blouse, size 1, medium button back detail. I actually think, yeah, size 1 is a medium. I was like, did I get that wrong? But it's definitely, it looks like it would fit a large even. So I posted, this has been for sale forever. And look at the back, it's very cute. And it never sold. And so it had been a while since I ended and sold similar. And I've told you guys before that it definitely works for me if I just make the time and do it. And so I had this listed for $12.99. And when I ended it, and sold similar, I decreased the price to $9.99. I just did that like 4 days ago, and this just sold for the $9.99 plus shipping on eBay. And so my net profit is $8.43. This is the only Sunday sale I had. The rest of these sold on Saturday. So, and it's also going out in a 10 by 13. And those are the only 2 eBays. Kind of crazy. I listed yesterday. I will say I did not work on the 4th of July on my reselling business. And I posted like 4 items late Saturday night. And then yesterday I did post, I think, like 7 or 8 dresses. So, you know, it's taken me a while to get going myself, but I'm really hoping we'll see a difference this week. So, all right. So this was a Poshmark sale. This is also, so I've had this thing for so long. I'm getting you my title. So long. This is the Sack Collective Verano Leather Pebbled Large Hobo Purse Baby Blue. It's like a baby blue and silver. It is so pretty. It looks brand new. Like it was, like if it was used like once or twice. I actually got this at the bins, I'm pretty sure, a long time ago. I posted it higher. The crazy thing about the Sack is it does not sell like other purses do, but it is not cheap. Here's, you know, you can get these at Dillard's. You can buy them other places too, but it's not a cheap brand, and it is really beautiful leather. But the resale value just stinks on them. So I have lowered my price over time on this, and I got an offer. I had it listed on Poshmark for $45. I got a $20 offer, and I thought about taking it because I was like, this thing has just sat. I almost kept this though. I almost kept this for myself, and I was like, you know what? I just feel like $20 off is appropriate. Like, and it's half off. So I did 25. I mean, it's not quite half off, but I hope you get what I'm saying. So I did 25. I countered, and then they accepted. So I was kind of worried because it took them a while to accept, but I'm going to box this off camera, but it is going to go out in this priority. This is the 1095 box. It's right here on the end, and I'm just gonna wrap it with some shipping paper and then put it in here. So since it is Poshmark, it can go out in these priority boxes. And so I did sell it for $20 just to get rid of it since it was an old item, or 25, sorry, and my net profit is 20. So there's that. I maybe spent, you know, $2 on it at the bins. Back in the day, I got it at the bins before the tornado took it out last summer. So it's been a while. It has been a while. I think it's like my longest purse I've had in that bin. So I was glad to see it go. I'm glad to see it go. I was glad to get the sale, that's for sure. And then I also had a Mercari sale, which was a little bit shocking. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to box it, and I'll tape it off of camera also. But it is this vintage souvenir state plate. It's 9.25 Tennessee, Great Smoky Mountains, Memphis. It's just an old vintage souvenir plate. I'm gonna wrap this, and then I have stuff in the bottom, and then I'm gonna put this over the top and secure it that way. So anyway, I got an offer on Mercari for $15. On Mercari, I include the shipping in my price. So when I got an offer, I really have to think about, okay, I'm still out the shipping. I had it listed on eBay for $9.99 plus shipping. So I think on Mercari it was like $17.99. So it was only a couple bucks off, but I knew I would have to pay the shipping for that. So I went ahead and accepted it just to move it. I've definitely made my money back off of all those state plates. I think I have 2 left. But my net profit is $5.45. So, you know, not a lot at all, but I think my cost of goods on those plates was like a buck each. It was around a buck each, maybe. So, you know, last week, the 30th through the 6th, I had a total of 18 sales. So it's definitely like last summer. That's kind of how my summer was, but I had just moved here. I was like kind of getting it back going. My listings, overall listings, I think I was down to like 300 in my account. I actually made it over 700 yesterday while I was posting those dresses. So my inventory in my store on eBay is 700. And, but yeah, the sales were like last summer. These are kind of like how my weeks went last summer. And so I was really hoping for a little bit more this year since I've put more time into it. So that's a little discouraging, but I mean, it is what it is. So I'm going to keep going because that's the way it is. So, but when you compare it to the week before I only had 15 sales and my net profit was $154. And so this week, the 30th through the 6th, I had 18 sales and my net profit was $272.83. So those 3 extra sales I had for the week, my net profit really was way better. So 20% of that is $54.57. So that is the payment I will make towards my debt. And this will be the 14th payment. So once I get to the 16th payment, I'll give you guys the 4-month checkup on, let you know where I'm at and how it's going. So anyway, I'm ready for a new week. Definitely. I'm hoping to see, you know, this last Monday, I had 4 sales last Monday. So I haven't had a sale yet this morning. I didn't wake up to any sales. I did have a message this morning. This is that Trifari crown peas in a pod. This thing, it's an old vintage brooch. It sells for lots. It sells for lots. This whole set recently someone bought for $490. The comps look good. I had a lot of traffic on mine. I had posted mine for $410. You guys, if you remember my jewelry hauls, this was one I showed you. I think it came from like a $2 bag. And I was like, holy cow, when I ran the comps on it. So, you know, a price range like that, it really takes the right person looking for it and the right person with that kind of money to spend on something like this. I would never be able to do that. But anyway, yeah, so last night I thought, you know, I think I'm going to end and sell similar and decrease my price. So I did. I lowered it to $375 and I immediately got an offer, and I could see that they had tried to offer like multiple times and my thing was auto declining it. And finally it went through at like $340, and I went ahead and I was like, you know, my husband and I had a conversation. I was like, I only have $2 into it, and I don't feel like that taking that offer is going to lower the price for future ones. And so I accepted it. Well, then it was from China. They were from China, and they never paid. And it's one of those offers that's just sitting there. So I don't know. Those offers kind of confuse me. I don't know what eBay's doing with those. And then I had a message this morning if I would take $260 for the set, and I told them I'm sorry, I can't. So some things are worth holding on to your, your price range. I do feel that taking that low an offer on this set, because just this alone is selling almost at $300. It's selling anywhere from $250 to $300. So it's not a bad offer. It's just I have the earrings also. So we'll see if they respond back. I'm going to hold firm on my price. I think the lowest I put in that I would take was $340. So that's kind of a bummer. I was like excited that I had an offer on it, and then I realized they were from China and it was probably a spam. But I'm like, why do they waste their time? Why do they waste their time? Like, they made multiple offers. I don't get it. So anyway, we'll see. Hopefully, since it's like a new listing now and I have a lower price, it will sell. So that's all I got for today. Hopefully you guys will see me tonight, and you'll be able to see what items I sold throughout the day, if I sold any. And if I didn't, I do have a small haul. So even if it's just a couple items, maybe I'll do a little bit of the haul. So, all right, well, have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, or I'll see y'all hopefully tonight.